Math is important. You use it in your everyday life. For example, calculating what time you'll be at a destination. It is very important that you continue and learning math. Math rocks. I love math.
Alright, let's go over question number 5. Each one of these problems refers to the quadratic function y equals x squared minus 2x minus 15. Which equations are equivalent to y equals x squared minus 2x minus 15? Okay, this refers to that chart problem that you guys did in your skills practice. Now, what form do I have here in, let's pick a color. Let's say yellow. What is this in yellow? What form is this? It has no parentheses. So this is standard form. What is standard form? ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, let's look over here now. What do you notice about choices A and B? In green, these are one set of parentheses, one set of parentheses. And we're using your folder. What form is that? That is vertex form. And that means this leftover one here is factored form. It has two sets of parentheses, two sets of the parentheses. So that is factored form. Okay, so what does that mean we have to do? So let's again, we're going through this problem here, and we're trying to factor this. So how do I get to that blue box down here? We're going to have to factor. Let's factor. A is 1, B is negative 2, right? No number there, it's positive 1. Number in front of x, and z value. A times c is negative 15. B value is negative 2. My two numbers, multiply them, are 5 and 3. But when you add them together, it has to equal negative 2, so this one has to be a negative 5. Negative 5 plus 3 equals negative 2. You're adding those. The ones in purple, and you are multiplying this direction. Okay, what does that mean for us? When you factor x squared minus 2x minus 15, my answer is going to be, just write it down, x minus 5 plus 3. Okay, that's my answer. So that's going to be choice. Which one is it? Negative 5 and positive 3 is choice D is your answer. And then it says, what are the roots or x-intercepts of function? What are roots? Remember, I'm trying to hopefully point this out to you guys. In quadratics, it's just where it crosses the x-axis. Right? Say this is your parabola, and how do you know what the answers are? Look. Well, let's do some math here. X minus 5, you set it equal to 0. Set it equal to 0, 0 product rule. Add 5, x equals 5, and x equals 3. Okay? So, let's use red. Okay, these are my two answers, 5 and negative 3. So your graph's doing something like this. Okay, so the red dots are our roots. I need to make sure that you can interchange them, right? You can have negative 3, and negative 3, comma 0, and 5, comma 0 to get full credit. Just want to make sure. And then D, what is the y-intercept? So if you guys think about each of these forms, what they're asking you is just, what are the key characteristics? Well, the y-intercept form comes from, I did that in yellow, is the standard form, which is your c value, which is negative 15. So that's negative 15. So let's just make sure. Pull down option is 5 and -3. Okay, it would also be correct if you pick the other direction. You can also have -3, 5. So it has to be in those kind of pairs.
Okay, let's find the vertex of the function. Remember, the vertex is the highest or lowest point, and you find it's an order pair, and we find it by using x equals -b over 2a. And then standard form, a is 1, b is -2, and c is -15. Okay, so b value is -2. Get my, here I got a colored pencil. Remember, your negative sign has to be there. I like to do it at the end. The b value is -2, and then 2 times your a value, which is 1. So that's -2 divided by 2, which is -1. So the opposite of -1 is +1. That makes sense from the earlier problem that the graph was, 5, -3, and then this value that we're finding, x equals 1, is right in the middle, right? Add 4 or subtract 4, so it cuts it in half. Okay, so that's the x value, which is 1. To find the y value, normally what we would have done is we would have just taken that value and put it on our table of values. Remember that? And then we needed 5 points, and the -1 would go right in the middle. And this would be our vertex. So if I put in 1 here, 1 into that function, 1, 1, that would be f of 1 equals 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 15. That would become 1 minus 2 minus 15. So that would be -1 minus 15 is -16. So 1 comma -16 is my vertex.
Question number 5 asked me to simplify, and you'll notice that's multiplication of binomials. So you either use FOIL or I use the box. 6 plus 5, I is one quantity, and then 4 minus 4i, so I multiply is 24, -24i, 20i, -20i squared. Then you can just combine the terms to multiply first and then add. 24 does become -4i, and this is -20i squared. I squared is -1. -1 times -20 is +20, 20, and then 20 and 24 gives me 44. 44 minus 4i.
Okay, in version A, I'm going to use y equals x squared minus 2x plus 15. And I'm going to do first evals separately. So x1, x2. So I'm going to put that in here to my function notation. So -3. Okay, so that'll become 9, +6, minus 15, and this would equal 0. Okay, so the second one is +2. So instead of putting in x, we're going to put in 2 parentheses squared minus 2 times parentheses minus 15. 4 minus 15, so that equals 0. So that equals negative 15. So this would be x2, y2. Okay, now we're going to find the average rate of change or slope. So m equals y2 minus y1 or x2 minus x1. You can also do it the other way around, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. I'll just do this one. So put them in parentheses. My y2 value is negative 15. Remember, the minus sign must be there. It's not because if the y1 value is negative, so y1 is 0. And then the x2 value is 2. Remember the minus sign. x1 is negative 3. So negative 15, that becomes plus, and that would be a average rate of change or slope of negative 3. So if you connect that to the graph that you found in this problem, you'll notice our solutions are negative 3 and 5 and 1. So here's your vertex. The graphing calculator's not working at the moment. But basically we're saying from, let's do this green, to negative 15. So write to negative 15 from this point to negative 3, 0. We're saying that the slope is negative 3. So it's negative, it's going down. It'd be like left 3. Actually, we already know that. Rise over run, that's negative 15. And then the run would be 5. So negative 15 divided by 5 would be negative 3. Hope that helps. See you guys.
Mr. Ng is the best teacher because he does everything for his students. So yeah, do math, and we love math. So ta-da! You know what's really funny? Not doing your math homework and Miss Chang putting your grade down. So yeah, do your math homework.